And since I did that with the talent, what I did on base is I put this damage and put in a base kit. I move this speed boost to her acid for allies over here to this. I gave the speed boost, kept the speed boost 15, but I made the speed boost for the pulse and acid pools. Here, I might have to check how I wrote that again, but the point was the speed boost, the increased movement speed was the pulse and the pool acid pools, the 15%. Took away the shielding for damage reduction on Jagra, and I made it so that the pulse benefit the allies. I turned this to ultimate talent where the ultimate will heal Yagorath for 50% of the current health of the champion she devours. And on this, it will give it 50% back. So I changed all three of the talents. I added and switched stuff that was already on Yagra, and I put in, if you didn't notice, I put in every three different times. I gave the extra 10% damage to here, and I gave it 20% additional slow on enemy. I gave the 5% damage reduction on here, which with the changes, it'll give her while planning for like 4 seconds. It'll give Fiagra for the 40% damage reduction she had before because I returned her base damage reduction to 45 to 35 and put the extra 5% when she swapped farm. On, on travel farm, it'll be 10%. On planet farm, it's just 5% for those extra seconds whenever she switched. And I put the 50% ultimate refund on here, and I made it so she it basically healed Yakra. And for this talent, if you do that, you have to like over her health bar. You to calculate it properly, I will put take her primary health, put it as a smaller health bar over her health bar, and have an ultimate health there, so you can properly calculate it in game by the game system. Because if you don't do that, there could be some mix up where it doesn't work properly and you can't tell while testing it out in in the actual match. But if you look at it, if you do it in here and you see it, okay, full health Victor is was it 2200? Okay, let's just say it's 2200. Yagura need this exact amount of health to get to 20 to get half of 22 half of his health, which is 1100, and Yagra need 1100 exactly. So after the devour happened, Yagra main health, you see 1100 pop up plus 1100 pop up over there, and then it will add that you see the added amount to her health happen. And then you was like, okay, so it's working properly. And if you keep that in game, test out in matches, and you can see that it's working properly even in matches. But yeah, the reason that I want trying to add a minimum range to Yaira is because that's the only way she will use Devour. You wouldn't use Devour outside of 50 units because it's so slow and everything. So the way my newest thought to is, what if the pull have different time in different ranges? Like the closest range have the longest uh, startup pull, where it's 1 second. It can be adjusted, but basically 1 second at 50. At within 50 is 1 second. Within 150 to 1 to 50. When no what okay. When 50 is 1 second pull. When I'm doing this backward because I'm on 150. But within 50, because that would be 50 from 150, it will be 1 second to start pulling. Within 50 to 100, so him, it will be a half a second before it starts pulling. And from 50 to onward, or from 100, sorry, onward, because it's a 50 there, so I'll say 50. From 100 onward to 150, which is the max, there will be no second before you start pulling. Because, again, on live, there's no reason to pull anybody from this range because of how slow it is. So, if you made it so, at this range, pulling somebody will lower both. Let's say let's just put this idea out. At this range, it will lower both the cooldown timer and the time to eat to 0 seconds. Where as soon as Yagorath gets you right here on her, he just eat you. And it's none of this spin around, do the whole dance and everything. Just like, oh, you here? And then she stand back up. No spin around. Or she does the spin around. Like she doesn't go up, she just spins around, and that's it. That's I didn't put that part in it, but what if that because there's no reason to do that. The so if you give a reason to do it at further range where the pull time is slower and the E time is shorter, and and at further range the pull time is instant and the E time is instant, and at close range the pull time is longer, but and the E time is longer. That will balance it out. But having a minimum range, literally, you make it so just doing this. I'm just gonna go to I'm over here. Oh yeah, I forgot key binding stuff. Where is it? So it pulls your keys from live. I'm gonna go here. I'm going here. I'm gonna go to Yagra. I'm gonna go to ultimate. I'm gonna just unbind it because it's gonna be useless. I'm just tell you straight up. I'll just completely unbind it. If it's not, I can't use it within 50 units.
Rolling out.
God, there's no reason to have an ultimate like this if you can't even use it within 50 units. Straight up. Like, there is literally no reason to use Yagorath ultimate if it's not within 50 units right now. And anything above that, you might as well just unbind your king. So, you made a ultimate that was good. So, I mean, you made an ultimate that needed some tweaks to an ultimate that was fairly balanced to an ultimate that was less than balanced, and now you make an ultimate next to useless or completely useless because you would never pull anybody from 50 years more than 50 years away. Nah, like like seriously, the only time y'all got ultimate was good was at this close range, and now you can't do that. You're not going to use it. You're going to just unbind your key because it's too much of a risk. Plus, with the long fell animation, you're not going to do it at all. You're just not. It's too much of a risk to take it. Too much of a risk. So you might as well just unbind your key. I gotta read that patch note again because it could have been the pull and the fell animation that was short. But again, it's just not. There's no point to using the ult if it's not within 50 units at all. And trying to make it so you're forcing them to use it outside 50 units, it just you just gonna unbind your key because it's the ultimate is then useless again. So I don't know what to say other than that's how I would change it. I will put my base ideas in the description of this video, and I'm I'm gonna change it. I might change it around a bit so to have the new thoughts of having shorter timer for the both the pull animation and not the pull itself, but the initial pull animation and the eat animation at the end, depending on how long you pull. Outside that, you know, again, there's no reason to use the ult if it was like this. So you're trying to nerf again. You're nerfing the wrong areas in Yagorath. Nerf Sight against Grant. Nerf Unnatural Persistence, and then balance her around her base kit having the exact same damage, the exact same shielding. Oh no, not shielding. The exact same damage, the exact same health, the exact same damage reduction, and work around that. Also, another thing, I almost forgot this, but I'm going to show this right after pool. Wait till this disappear. Huh? Interesting. What? Is it? Huh? So it gives you animation. It some acid pools pop up if you shoot up. So what the change I made to as a thought was, what if you had that for animation where it go up and down instead of you know halfway between going up and just up. It should just the acid should go all the way up and then splash down. So it's always landing. This always lands because it does it here. So there's a good chance any tight area you fight in, shoot it up will be useful because it's taking away your hit box. I know looking down, turn around. If somebody say you turn around and you look down, actually protect your hit box as well. Doing that protects your hit spot. But you can also look up to certain people, and that can protect you as well. But my idea was just to have the animation of the arc going up and down be just full thing, and the pools land and everything. So if you look at up and see somebody, if somebody's flying right above you and look up, you hear them going up and you hear them going down. So it'll be a risk to stand directly above you. But the acid pools already land, and I don't know why. See? I'm higher than the lane, so it could be because of the line and stuff. So the acid pools look like up there, but it's really down here. So I just say make the arc go up and down completely. Also, you can do it arc. So make the arc just go up and down completely.
Rolling out.
Anyway, I'm gonna cut this up and make it into a video and post it later.